Matt Holland, it's remarkable that, just into the second game in this round, we have a scenario where Poland and Colombia are almost in a knockout contest. But that's what happens at the World Cup when you don't win your first match. Things can get away from you very, very quickly.
Yeah, well, you have to hit the ground running very fast. And pardon me for using quite a popular cliche, but you have to. You have 3 games. You win the first one, the mood of the camp is up, the mood of the fans is up. You already put the teams who are playing after you under a bit more pressure to get a result, and that's clearly what's happened.
Poland, were quite poor, if we could say that, against Senegal. A lot of expectations on Robert Lewandowski's shoulders, but he's just scored 2 goals, at major tournaments, both of them at Euros. The last match was his first game in a World Cup. They really need him to step up in this one, don't they? Yeah,
he's got a few players around him, but certainly not the type of players that have been around him at club level for the last few years, whether you're talking about WION or whether you're talking about Borussia Dortmund, his time there. And big expectations come with him, but he's a player that needs service. He likes to run in behind, he likes to get on the end of things, he makes things out of nothing in and around the box, and he doesn't quite have that, I believe, in this team. So, Poland, because of him, the expectation of everyone is higher. Without him, I think people would write him off all the time in the group stage for sure.
They do have a really poor record, just 2 wins in their last 9 World Cup matches. Quick word on Colombia. They were obviously unlucky to go down to 10 men that early. I think it was just 2 or 3 minutes into the match that they went down to 10. They played reasonably well after that, despite the man disadvantage. James Rodriguez, they say, is fit to start after he came on as a sub. Do you think they'll be okay in this one?
Yeah, fine. The coach, as Poland's coach, Nowatka, said, he's a very, very good coach, Peckham, and he'll have his ideas up his sleeve. If James can play, of course, he will be able to support Falcao a little bit more. So I'm going with the Colombia victory, and I think they'll step forward also.
Okay, let's talk about the other one. Surprise group toppers, as we already put it, Japan versus Senegal. Japan have already created history, as we mentioned, becoming the first Asian team to beat a South American side. No Asian team has also won both of their opening matches in a World Cup ever. Do you think Japan have it in them on the back of that performance to get a result against Senegal?
This game could go heavily either way. I mean, Senegal, we all know that they have individual quality, but so do Japan. I don't think it'll be a score draw. I think it will go either way. I would like to see Japan win. I think it'd be great for Asian football. I've seen a lot of Japan, obviously working in this part of the world and in the qualifiers also. And I'd like to see some players like Shinji Kagawa, for example, really step up and show what he's made of. So I feel that Japan will come out victorious.
Okay, one quick comment on Senegal. What did you make of their performance against Poland? Because they were solid, although there was a touch of good fortune about both the goals that they scored. Do they have the attacking threat, especially if Sadio Mane doesn't fire like he didn't in the previous match?
They do, because of the type of calibre of player that they usually have. The African teams always have players that are strong, very, very quick, powerful. The level of technical quality varies from very good to erratic.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, any team that has Sadio Mane in, although it's not a Liverpool team at the moment, because we're in the World Cup, there's always a chance of them doing something.
You're right. And, of course, a lot of motivation for the team that wins that particular contest, because they will almost certainly be through to the knockouts. That sets up day 11 of the FIFA World Cup. But some big news coming in this morning from Russia, with 2-time world champions Argentina's beleaguered campaign suffering another setback, with reports emerging of a failed coup by the players to replace coach Jorge Sampaoli. Argentina have just 1 point after 2 games and need to beat Nigeria in their final game on Tuesday, and also hope that other results go their way if they are to reach the knockout rounds. Coach Sampaoli's tactics in the 3-0 defeat to Croatia have been panned by fans and pundits alike, and it is being learned that captain Lionel Messi and senior player Javier Mascherano led a mutiny of players post that defeat. The players are demanding the ouster of the coach and want to take selection matters into their own hands, while wanting 1986 World Cup winner Jorge Burchaga at the helm of the team. But the Argentine Football Federation has decided to stick with Sampaoli, even though he has reportedly been stripped of his powers. There are even reports of a few players coming to blows in the dressing room post the defeat to Croatia. Okay, Matt Holland, that does it for us on the show. Thank you, as always, for your company.
Pleasure.
And your analysis. Matt Holland and I will be back on air at 10:30 p.m. IST, by which time we could potentially have 2 more teams through to the last 16 in Russia. Holders Germany, of course, kept their hopes of advancement alive with that late stunner against Sweden. That got us here digging into the archives. And while we still reel from that Toni Kroos finish, we're leaving you for now with some of the World Cup's most memorable last gasp winners. Take a look and be sure to join us later tonight. Thank you for watching.